Welcome back. We are having a chat with Resul Pookutty. Perhaps you're very used to having the prefix of Oscar winner Resul Pookutty. So let me just call you Resul because I've met him a couple of times before. Resul, the last time we met was in Trivandrum when there was a wax model of yours which was unveiled. And the one thing I noticed at that event was it was a small, perhaps a 4-star restaurant, a hotel. And the first 3 rows were entirely your family. So is that a conscious effort you're making to try and make sure that your family and extended family is always called in every time you're celebrating your success?
The family keeps coming, family comes first for me, because first of all, they only get to see me when I go there, like that. It's very difficult. For me, for family, their entire privacy is being invaded. For maybe it's easier for others, like maybe Mammootty or Mohanlal or any other bigger stars. They have taken, they come to stardom over a period of time. For me, everything happened over a night, which I never even fathomed that it would happen like that. So overnight, everything changed. Family took, they couldn't believe it in the first place, that what was happening around. Neither could we deal with it. The amount of attention that I received everywhere I went, I just couldn't personally deal with it. Now over a period of time, I put a systematic effort to create an office and people, and so that everything comes in order. Because people come to you with great expectations of different kind. So you need to cater towards what you actually need to do. And I always been a sound man, and my work was very unobtrusive, And now it's not anymore like that. I can't go to, I still go. But of course, my work immediately started catching attention. And especially that 1-year period, after the Oscars, everywhere I went, family followed me. And I loved it, The immediate happiness is to family and friends.
How did your children take to it? Salna, your 2-year-old daughter, a little more than 2, and Ryan?
The day I landed in Bombay with the Oscar was her birthday.
Oh.
So she thinks that this whole hoopla is about her birthday.
How old was she on the day you came back?
On her first birthday.
On her first birthday.
Yeah.
What a lovely gift to get from a father.
Yeah, we actually have
to
leave. She was on breastfeed. We actually have to leave her like that there and go. First time we were away from our kids. So 5 days being away in LA, going and coming back with them alone, and for a mother it's very difficult.
Yes.
Especially on a breastfeed.
Yes.
For them also it was difficult. My son didn't want to come with us because we told him that we are going to see the doctor.
Okay.
So
Why?
I felt very hurt because lying to them.
But why did you have to tell him you're going to the doctor when you're going to the Oscars?
We couldn't take them. The kids were not allowed in, so we couldn't take them.
So
we had to leave them home, and we have to tell them some reason. But the moment he saw us on television, he started flipping. Then he was not willing to wait, and they want to see us and all that.
So where has he kept your Oscar at home? Some special place?
No, not at home. It is in the bank locker. I don't know, home is a safe place to keep it.
So his
not
Oscar
only my
is in
Oscar,
the bank locker.
My BAFTA, my Cinema Audio Society Award, and the Ashok Chakram, which
BAFTA also came to you in 2009.
Same year, yeah.
Same year. So 2009 has been absolutely fantastic for you. What a break it has been for your career. But Resul, you've spent about a decade,
more than a decade
as a sound man. What took so long to discover that talent in you?
I don't think it took it. Probably that's the time it required. I would say in 1995, when I finished my film school, I had 2 dreams. One was to create India's own sound library, which we never had. If we needed to use some sounds in our films and theatre, we always used to depend on either BBC sound effects or Hollywood Edge or any of those big sound effects libraries. And I, as a film sound student studying in FTI Pune, I realized that we need to have our own sounds. There are a lot of sounds which are very peculiar to India, as is dying out. You will never see a bullock cart these days. You never see, water being drawn from with a pulley, from a well. Those are sounds that are dying out in our. So we always think of restoring music or restoring something that is important, you know, forgetting the fact that we as a country and a civilization, we are the only country in this entire universe has a great oral tradition. You
And
know,
are you trying to archive all those noise sounds?
individually, I mean, it is very, very difficult for me to encompass everything.
How very passionate about his work, but Resul has also struggled quite a bit to get to this stage for what he is today. He is the 8th child in his family, and we try to find out just what his rapport is with A.R. Rahman, who says, you know, I in fact remember a World Space advertisement where Rahman says there's so much to hear. That's the tagline. And at that time I thought perhaps this I should, if and when I meet you later, I should be asking you that. So that I'll be asking Resul Pookutty after this very little break.